Welcome back to MVM. Today we have a review. This one is for a kids game, but don't go away yet because it's a good one. It's called Zombie Kidz Evolution. It's from Scorpion Masque. It is a 2 to 4 player game, and in fact, it is quoted as the first legacy game for kids.
Yeah, and it's legacy-ish. It's got envelopes, it's got stickers, and it's really going to give that vibe that we love about legacy games to a younger audience.
All right, so what you're trying to do is lock the school down from the zombies coming into it. The zombie board is going to be two-sided. One side is for 2 players, which is a nighttime board, and the other side is for 3 and 4 players, which is a daytime board. We have a 2-player game setup, so we're playing on the nighttime board. The difference in the boards is that these rooms are closed on any of the locations on the 3 and 4 players. So you have to actually go through the center or through the outsides to get into some of the rooms. So it's a little bit harder to navigate when you're playing with 3 and 4 players. The game, though, is extremely simple to play. To start, you're going to put 1 zombie in each of the gates randomly, and these don't matter at the beginning of the game. However, as you progress through it and lock some of the zombie powers, you're going to have to make sure that some of the things go out in a particular order. On your player's turn, you're simply going to roll the die. When you roll the die, you're going to add the guy on the far right to that colored room. You're going to notice that each one of these rooms is color coordinated, and then you're allowed to move. You can move to any adjacent room that you so wish to, and anytime you move into a room, you're simply going to take that zombie and put it to the end of the line, killing that zombie. Now, there's some rules here. If there's 1 zombie in the room, you can kill it. If there's 2, you can kill both of them. However, if there's 3 in a room, you can't physically go into the room, nor can you kill those zombies.
Yeah, it's pretty intense. But as you're killing them and you're getting them out of the way, your whole goal is to move to each of these gates. So once you've cleared a gate and you and one of your friends has made your way over, you're going to high five and lock down that gate.
Yep, so the goal is to lock down all 4 of the different gates. If you do so, you're going to look through this cool little zombie hunter's guide. And in here you have these stickers. On the back is a chart that tells you how you're going to progress through it. Now, there's a place for 50 stickers on this thing. However, if you meet certain achievements in the game, and these are also in the back, they're missions that you can try to complete, and these are going to help you progress a little bit faster. What they do, though, is they allow you to open up these envelopes, and this is where the meat of the game comes in. This is how it transitions from not just a kid's game, but also to a game that people like us of our age can also enjoy, because each of these envelopes is going to introduce something new in the game. Typically, and we don't want to spoil too much here, but they're going to introduce hero powers. These are things that only your hero can do, and these are extremely powerful, especially when the zombies come in. When you look at these zombies, you're going to notice one side has this, and then I'll briefly show you this. There's another side that are done by stickers. These are also introduced with these tiles that are going to give the zombies really unique, powerful abilities.
We're going to unlock additional achievements, which will be stickered into the guidebook you saw Jeremy hold up, as well as new goals that are going to be available to us, as well as rules for the new powers that become available as we go through the game.
All right, so the whole goal is to get through all 13 different envelopes. Once you get to the final envelope, this is when you're introduced to something that I can't even remotely tell you what's about. We have actually finished all of these games, so let's actually get into our review. I mean, that's the game in a nutshell. It's really, really simple to play, but it's this extreme puzzle that you're playing, and that's the first thing I'll mention. You don't recognize this the first couple games that you play the game. It is a very simple roll a die, move into a room, kill the zombie. But as the game progresses and you start to open these envelopes, there is an extreme amount of puzzling to figure out within the game.
Absolutely. And I mean, really, it's super fun to play. And I believe the game is 7+. You can play this with younger kids as long as you're playing along with them, right? Because it's color oriented. So if you roll the die, you say, oh, sweetheart, we're going to put more zombies in red, and you just move the zombie to red. And I can see that being very fun for kids as young as probably 3 or 4.
The next thing I'll mention also is how the game scales. There's a varying amount of difficulty that comes within the game. As Kira already alluded to, this is a game that can be played just by kids. It's a very simple structure to play by. However, there is a difficulty curve that gradually increases as you introduce these envelopes. These zombie powers become extremely, extremely powerful as you progress through the game, meaning that when you go into particular rooms, zombies may pull you into other rooms, they may push you into other rooms, and they may even push zombies to other rooms, meaning that there's times in the game where zombies are going to be in locations that you can't access them. And it's all by clever play by using those hero powers that can also push those zombies into different areas. All those things are going to be introduced as you progress through the game, and that's really the joy about the game, discovering it as you play it. As you progress through the game, you're unlocking all these unique things that just add to that layer of a very simple game, but make it a little more complex, but a little more gamery as you play it.
One of the other great things about that, though, is that if for some reason those are a little too complex for your children or whoever you're playing with, you can choose not to play with them.
Yeah. Yeah, as you start to sticker the back sides of these zombies, they're going to unlock powers as you unlock them, but you can choose just not to play with them if you so wish. You can play with all the basic zombies and just have fun with it that way. Let's get into cons. I don't have a whole lot of cons about this game. It is a kids game, and it's not something that we typically will review on our channel. However, for us to have played through, we had to play through 30 games of this by the end of it. And it's just a really fun game. It's really fast, like 5 minutes to play in the game. I don't know if there's anything that I don't like about this game.
I would say the only con that I have is that because it is a kids game, if you are letting the kids play it by themselves, there's a lot of text and things can get a little bit complicated. And so you want to be nearby to help them through any of the questions that they might have. But that's a pretty minor con because, again, like I said, you can just choose not to play with those powers.
Yeah. Highly recommend this game. Please don't look this one over just because it looks like it's in a small box and it looks like a kid's game. It's a really fun, enjoyable game for the entire family. If you guys have any questions, make them in the comments below. Subscribe to us, follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, and we will catch you guys next time.